So your practice is not growing. Ooh, painful stab in the heart. Here are 5 reasons your practice isn't growing. And guess what? They're all fixable. Little happy dance there. So you got into your practice because you really want to make a difference in people's lives. And you really want to help them. And you want to grow. And hello, you want to make money. And it's okay to say you want to make money. That's one of the reasons your practice isn't growing. The very first reason that your practice isn't growing, and let me tell you, this is a big one. This is a big one that not everybody wants to acknowledge. And that is that you're still running kind of old school how to build your business, how to grow your practice. You're doing it old school style, meaning that you just have one revenue stream. And maybe that is billing through insurance. The goal here is that you make a profit and that you grow and expand. And so part of doing that is understanding multiple revenue streams, like how to grow that business, how to add to that business, how to scale your business. Number 2 is winging it. The reason your practice is not growing is because you're winging it. You have like zero real plan. You have maybe a system in place. And guess what? This is not a surprise because I know that with your certificate or your license or all your degrees, guess what? You weren't taught in all of that schooling. All of that knowledge that you have to help people is that you weren't taught what systems help build your business, how to actually put a plan into place, how to even create a plan. What does a plan even look like? So I've got a great little freebie for you and it's called 5 Fixable Practice Problems. They're all fixable. Click the link below and I'll give it to you. And it's going to go into a lot more depth and a lot more questions for you to understand what's keeping your practice small and puny. I'm Mary Bicknell. I am the creator of The Business of Building a Practice, Grow My Biz, and the Big Bold Life in Biz method. And my goal is to teach you and support you in making a difference, making a profit, and making more time, making a big, bold life in biz. You know, we're the heart people. We're the huggers. We want to support people in growth and change. But let me tell you what, here's the bold truth. You need to master being a business woman. You must master it. Now, I know, just like I did, you know, I want to make sure there's my mic. I know that you went into building your practice and thinking about growing your practice, like how can I help people? But the truth is, you also did it because it's what you wanted as your chosen career, as your chosen field of practice, as your chosen business, as the thing that pays your mortgage. And until you really get the point about not winging it and putting on your business hat, you're going to stumble and bumble, and it's kind of like soul crushing, right? It's sad. You know, you have this thing you're wanting to do. You can help all these people, and then your business and your practice is just nothing. Or the onesie twosie. God, there's nothing worse than that onesie twosie that come in the door, right? So number 1 is old school, where you're just looking at one revenue stream. Maybe you're just relying on insurance. So one revenue stream. Number 2, you're winging it. No plan, no system. Number 3, you're not specializing. You're like, hey, Mary, I can help everyone. And you're more of a generalist. You know, a generalist doesn't make money. A generalist does not make money. And so when we talk about like specializing, other words for that might be what's your niche, who's your target, your ideal target, your specialized niche. Think about it. You know, a cardiologist is a cardiologist. The general practitioner, they send you off to the specialist when you need it. The specialists are the ones that are making money. We are making money. Those of us who have specialized in a certain niche market we're the ones that are making money. So think about it. And this is going to be part of that little freebie worksheet. It's going to help you kind of like, who could I help? How could I narrow down? Now, I know why you don't want to narrow down. It's not just because you think I can help everybody, but sometimes we have this idea, this wrong idea that if I specialize, my market is going to be so small. There's only going to be like, 3 people and Aunt Sally that are ever going to hire you. And that's so not true. So not true. Number 4, the reason your practice is not growing is because, and I've worked with thousands of women over the last 20 plus years, both in having a psychotherapy practice to doing business strategy and consulting and coaching. Let me tell you, number 4 is your money mindset. Now, this is what I get whenever I hear money mindset and I talk about you got to work on your money mindset. I get this. I just love people, Mary. I just want to help people. And if I make money, that's great. Or, Mary, all you talk about is making money. I mean, don't you want to help people? Okay, both of those things. I want to help people and I want to make money, and I want to help you help people and make money. The truth is that most of us that got into the helping profession, we are focused on helping people, but you know what? Sometimes we're involved in these industries because we've had a little hit to our own self-worth, our own self-esteem. And so the thought of actually creating an empire, building a huge practice, or making a lot of money actually makes us feel uncomfortable and makes us feel a little guilty and like uneasy, right? And then bring with that all of the conditioning that we've had. All of the stuff growing up and the stories. I've shared before about, I grew up with parents who are in the financial industry and didn't teach me squat about money. And part of the reason is because that was my generation. My parents didn't talk money, but also it was kind of just, the word around the table at the dinner table was people who have money, those people. That was a negative, right? And my mom did collections. So those deadbeats. So money was kind of a negative thing. So the thought about like, I want to make a lot of money so that I can, go on vacation or make sure my kid can go to their summer camp or whatever it is. Like, that's kind of getting full of yourself. But the truth is, what I've learned is not only for myself having to work through my own money stories, but working with clients. If you have money story issues, if you have a poor lack money mindset, it's going to be hard for you to grow your business and your practice because it's going to be a challenge to have a conversation about money. So for example, if you're trying to increase your rate, let's just, for even numbers, let's say that you charge $100 per hour. And whether you get insurance or not, let's just go for $100 an hour So what are you going to do in 5 years? You still going to make $100 an hour? Are you going to learn how to be able to increase your rate without feeling bad? What about just the reality that the value that you bring and the difference that you make for people is so worth so much. And in some cases, it's literally priceless what you do. It's priceless what you do. And the sad thing is we have to try and put a container around it and put a money container around it. But if your money mindset is lacking, it's going to be hard for you to actually think above 6 figures, 7 figures, multiple revenue streams, increasing your rate, having a conversation about what it costs to work with you. You're going to be into like sliding scale, discount, like things you don't want to be. You want to be solid in knowing what your value is. Solid with the rate that you charge. And I promise when you get to that place, you're going to feel so strong, and then you're going to attract to you the right kind of clients. Because let me tell you what, when you have that lack money mindset and you're just like, I discount everybody. I just want to help everybody. I don't really care about how much money I make. Guess what? Guess who you're attracting? So when clients say to me like, I don't know why I keep attracting all these people who want a discount, And I'm like, well, let's look at your marketing copy on your website. Let's look at your sales conversation or your client enrollment conversation. Then I'm able to help them see, like, see what you're saying here, see what you're saying here. You say right off the bat, sliding scale. You didn't need to say that right off the bat. I want you just to take a second right now and think about if you said to someone in your family or someone close to you, I want to make $500 an hour. Now, maybe you don't want to make $500 an hour. Right now, the thought of that is like, freaky. But let's just say you said that. What comes up for you? Or what if I said to you, guess what? In 1 month, I made more than I ever did in a full year as a clinical social worker, as a psychotherapist who has worked at Johns Hopkins. I made more in 1 month than a whole year. Now, for a while, that kind of like, ooh. But then I think, oh my God, the changes that I helped make in those people's lives were huge. In that freebie worksheet that I'm going to give you a little help there, a little exercises with your money mindset. It's really going to give you some aha moments, I promise. And number 5 is getting help. You've spent all this time getting your degrees. You've spent all this time getting your license, your certificate, whatever. You've spent years studying. And the thought now of asking for help to build a business, the thought of asking someone to help you build your practice may just be almost distasteful. You might just be exhausted from like, all right, or you might have had it in your mind that like, you're the kind, I can figure this out. I can do it myself. But I totally relate to that. I am not one that likes to ask for help because to me, bringing in my own like history of codependency stuff, when you ask for help or like relationship stuff, when you ask for help, there's a string attached. And so for the longest time when I was building my business, I didn't ask for help because that just meant I was weak. That means there's something, it was a negative thing. Although of course I want to provide tons of help to people. So I know it was a little screwy. Maybe you get it? But once I actually hired somebody to help me, it changed 3 main things for me. 1, emotionally, I felt so much more confident, stronger, capable. I wasn't worried at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't feeling defeated or sad that I couldn't help all these people that I wanted to be able to help, or deflated or angry. I was kind of mad. I was a little peeved. I was like, why the heck can't I figure this out? I've got 3 degrees. I mean, I'm not a stupid person. It's very, very upsetting. Emotionally, time. I was tired of doing it on my own. I had some success. I'm sure that if you looked in, it was very successful, but it wasn't to what I felt that it could be or what I was capable of. I wanted more. I wanted more of a reach. So time, I wanted somebody to be able to answer a question for me. Do it. I wanted to be able to just speed up time and like get to the juice of having a successful practice. Time, emotion, and I just totally went brain dead on time, emotion, money. Oh yeah, how could I forget that one? When you have somebody help you, you make money quicker. Why is that? Because they're going to be able to look into, with my clients, I'm able to look into their business, see what they've tried, what hasn't worked, and then we can design a plan and a system to put into place that will work and that will help them make money sooner. I love when I'm like with my clients, like, let's double your revenue. Let's double your rate. Let's get in there. Because you know what? When you're making more money quickly, then you have that mental energy and wherewithal to work on some of the other things that you haven't invested your time into with your business. Because I know if you're anything like me, you were like hand tight on the steering wheel and just go, 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 or whatever, foot on the gas pedal. When you ask for somebody's help, they can show you how to make money more quickly and where you're skipping. All right. So download that worksheet. That's going to totally help you look at these 5 reasons that your practice isn't growing, all of which are fixable. It's in the link below. And this is Mary Bicknell. I'm really looking forward to helping you continue to make a difference, make a profit, and of course, make a big, bold life and biz. Talk to you next time. Bye.